Today we got something special. It's gonna be a short little video. This is the Master Cylinder Brace from Grimmspeed. I'm gonna be installing this today, and we're gonna see what the difference is and if it's actually worth it. So this is all that comes in the package. Little thank you note from Grimmspeed. Thank you, Cody. Gets a cool little sticker. You get some hardware, and then you get the actual brace. So let's pull out this brace real fast. If I can do this one-handed. So right off the bat, I can tell you that this is a pretty solid bit of metal. Not sure if you guys are able to hear that, but it's definitely, you know, it's a good piece of metal. So you just hook it up right here, and then this goes down to the master, and then I believe from here, that's where you set it up. You put the little stopper on, and that's basically it. Let's not put this on just yet. Do like a quick little comparison. Go for just a quick little drive up and down the road a little bit, just a little bit of street stuff, a little bit of stop and go, and then throw this brace on and then compare how it is driving around with it. Is there a noticeable difference? What do I feel as a driver? Blah, 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 blah. So let's go for a spin. All right, just got some gas. So right now I'm on a little, hill. There's definitely some flex going on within the pedal. Definitely some room, some more to be desired. Feels squishy, if you will. So right now it feels like there's like a sponge, if you will, inside my brake pedal. So when I'm pushing, it actually feels, porous. It feels like it is flexing, but it just feels squishy. I don't know how else to really explain it, but what it is, it just feels squishy with some more to be desired. Some more firmness with it. So right now, coming to a stop. Again, the sponge feel is there. And just not exactly something you want to feel in your brake pedals. Mind you, on Evos, they come stock with Brembo calipers. Brembos are, a really good caliper, meant to brake, hard, fast, meant to be on the track with. But the sponge feel really kind of takes away from it. See if I can do a hard stop. So I'd say that's like a medium stop. I can definitely feel it moving more than I'd like to for something that controls the hydraulics in my car. So let's find a quick little empty parking lot because of the Rona, and let's install this shit. That's what it looks like without the Master Cylinder Brace. So those guys up there are going to be 14s. This guy down here is going to be a 12. You just loosen that. I just took it off just for purposes to show you guys. So you got to take that off, and then the brace should wrap right around that, and then you throw the bolt back on. So I make sure to get that guy kind of in place. Get these guys on. Now push this over a little bit. So now that sits flush, and then that's all nice and dandy down there, if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. So I'm gonna throw the bolts back on and we're going to put it all back. So here's that on here, and then it's all buttoned up down there. I tightened the top down first, just to make sure that that was all the way down. I'm gonna go back through and retighten these guys. We're gonna put it this side in, and then with the Allen key facing us so we can actually tighten the bolt in closer. The little anodized little button that's on there, that's the extra step with you know, Grimmspeed. It doesn't really hold well in the nut, so it's a little bit of finagling, but we're gonna throw that on where we want it, put the bolt onto it, and we're just gonna see where she decides that she wants to go. This is everything buttoned up. These guys are 14s, these nuts are 15s, and then the required nut down there is a 12. You just got to loosen that to fit this through there. I would put it down all the way, tighten these guys, and then tighten the bottom one. A number 5 Allen key to push this closer. This is not going anywhere. That is not really going anywhere. So we'll see if we got rid of that flex and see if we have a better feeling pedal when we brake. Sponge feel. Oh yes. So I'm coming up to a stop right now. I don't have that sponginess. I don't have that that flex anymore. Stock-wise, you know, it almost feels like your brakes need to be bled because it just keeps going in, and the brace really gets rid of that. Coming up to a light, I think I'll speed up a little bit. Oh yeah, pedal is way firmer. This is how your Evo is supposed to feel. So the way that I've installed this or tightened it, you know, there's no real directions that come with it. There's no recommended, you know, torque or anything like that going into the master cylinder. I just made it, you know, pretty tight and then backed off a little bit. Torque-wise, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's a number 5 Allen key. I can already tell like a very big difference with the pedal feel. Now my personal recommendation is this is a solid little modification, absolutely, and I believe it's 110% worth it. There are other braces out there that are cheaper. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing. I just go with Grimmspeed mainly because I've had products from Grimmspeed and I like what I see from them, so I'll absolutely support their company. If I was to have basically hit like a reset button on my Evo, as opposed to power modifications, I would have focused more towards the daily modifications that come with driving this car. You know, poly bushings, shifter base bushings, the cable bushings, the master cylinder brace. I would have done those type of modifications just to, you know, basically benefit me as a daily driver when it comes to my Evo. I really wish I would have done this from the get-go, as opposed to chasing power, which is what a lot of Evo owners go for. I really wish I would have stuck towards, you know, the zen, you know, that you feel when you drive the car. This steering wheel wrap, for example, you know, the OEM steering wheels, you know, basically feel like shit, you know, unless they're like really brand new, but they're very hard to come across as like really clean and brand new feeling. This steering wheel wrap is, you know, makes the car driving experience that much more different and on a positive, you know, direction. So the Master Cylinder Brace absolutely has my stamp of approval behind it. I think it's one of the better modifications to do. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll see you guys next time.